Hi again, everyone, and welcome to Badger Breakdown. I'm Mike Lucas for UWBadgers.com. I'm joined by Matt Lepay, the voice of the Badgers. When this football team gathered in August, I think we all felt like they might get on a road to Indy. We didn't know what that path would look like, and no one anticipated all the potholes. But here they are in Indy playing for the Big Ten championship.
And that's the thing you notice when you talk to the players and coaches this week. It's been a strange year, obviously. It's been a very frustrating year for these guys in a lot of ways, but yet they know they're playing for a chance to go to the Rose Bowl. So close losses, heartache here and there, absolutely. But they win Saturday, they go to Pasadena, and they get a chance to do something that Wisconsin's never done, and that's make 3 trips in a row to the Rose Bowl.
When the Badgers lost in their Big Ten opener in Lincoln to Nebraska, did you think it would play out this way, that there would be a rematch between these two programs?
You thought there was a strong possibility of that happening. I think Nebraska folks thought that about Wisconsin, and talking to a couple of Wisconsin players, they thought that at least was a strong possibility at worst that Nebraska would win the Legends division. I don't know if any of us anticipated the path being as it has turned out to be for Wisconsin, but I think a lot of folks figured that there was a good chance that these two teams were going to hook up again.
Are you intrigued by how the Wisconsin defense tonight is going to handle the run? When you look back at the numbers from their previous meeting, I mean, Nebraska gashed Wisconsin's defense, 250 on the ground, and it was a 3-headed attack with Martinez and Burkhead and Abdul. How do they counter that?
Well, maybe keep the offense on the field longer. I mean, Nebraska did most of its damage in the second half of that game. Wisconsin got off to a great start, 20-3 lead, but then Nebraska's defense rose up, and Wisconsin had trouble moving the ball, and I think the Badger defense wore down.
All things being equal, does it come down to takeaways? Does it come down to the kicking game?
Well, the takeaways could be interesting. Wisconsin doesn't turn it over very much. Nebraska has fumbled 32 times. It's lost 20 of them, so it's been able to keep it on a dozen occasions, but it's something to watch. You look for the turnovers. Kicking game, Brett Maher's had a very good year. And look, if it comes down to that and Kyle French wants to bang one through from however many yards away, then that makes it a lot easier to forget about a couple of them that didn't go his way.
Doesn't it really tell you, though, a lot about how dynamic the Nebraska offense can be, because despite those types of mistakes, it doesn't really slow down?
Yeah, they're explosive. I mean, Martinez is so good. He's gotten so much better throwing the ball. He obviously is a very dangerous runner. Abdullah's ran for more than 1,000 yards. You would think the loss of Burkhead for half the season would have really affected this Nebraska team. It hasn't that much, but he's back, so a good offense is that much better.
My one wish for this game is that when Wisconsin gets into the batter's box, it takes a full cut.
Yeah.
And if it goes down swinging, so be it.
Yeah, and I think it will. I mean, we haven't seen this team roll over. We've seen them lose tough ball games, but let's face it, they clinched this bid by winning at Indiana. The last 2 games, they dearly wanted to win, make no mistake about it, against Ohio State and Penn State. But in terms of this game, they were going to go there anyway, to Indianapolis, and I thought they went in there and played pretty hard, extremely hard to take losses, but it wasn't like they just phoned it in, so I don't think we'll have to worry about that on Saturday.
The operative word, finish. That's what they have to do now. For Matt Lepay, I'm Mike Lucas. Thanks for watching Badger Breakdown on UWBadgers.com.